Hey guys, welcome back to my video. Thank you so much for watching these videos. It truly means a lot to me. If you guys haven't already, please subscribe below. Today we're going to be going through just a quick breakdown of exactly what happens during my breathwork classes. If you guys haven't already, please reach out, come experience one of these very healing and safe practices. It's done completely with the use of your own breath, and it's very highly reviewed. So I encourage you guys to please all reach out and come experience one of these classes. Breathwork for me started about 3 years ago when I was first introduced to it by a good friend and mentor of mine. I went to my first breathwork class that he conducted. Since that time, I have truly dived really deep within my own breath and have experienced many new things with nothing but the use of my breath. It's a tool that we take for granted. We go about our days breathing, not even realizing we're breathing. And this is a very powerful tool that we have. It's extremely healing, not only with breathwork classes, but in life in general. I personally have my own breathing practices that I do on a daily basis, and it's life-changing. So I encourage you guys to reach out for that as well. If you need some coaching, some tips on how to incorporate breath work into your own lives, please don't hesitate to reach out. It's free. We have a free tool that we can use to heal ourselves, and we take it for granted. So guys, please come experience one of the classes. Tap into your own breath, and let's change the world by healing each other one at a time. Enough ranting. The breathwork class. So what this class is going to entail, none of what I explained to you right now in this video is needed to remember. You don't need to remember this in order to come to the class. This is something just to give you a quick outline. During the actual class, I will be guiding you the entire time. So the class will begin with us just grounding ourselves with a little bit of a meditation, just to get ourselves tapped into our intention, just to feel a moment of gratitude, and just to really ground ourselves into the moment, to create that capsule, to create that family, whether it be online or in person, however we are facilitating the class in that moment. Once we're done with the meditation, we'll be going into a shake. Now this shake will be guided to music. You'll be putting an eye mask on. If you're at home, online, or wherever you may be, if it's an in-person class, then you'll just stay within your yoga mat sized area. If it's at home, just be aware of your surroundings so you don't break anything. These shakes will be a full body shake. You'll just get yourself out of your head and into your body, and you fully shake. Start swinging your arms around, start banging on your chest, open up your vocal cords, and just let yourself go. Really scream, stretch yourself out, jump up and down, move your body, completely lose yourself in your body and get out of your head. What we're doing here is we're allowing energies from within us to be released. Whatever doesn't serve us anymore, we're allowing ourselves to get rid of all of that. I'll give you an example. If an animal is being chased in the wild by a predator, when this animal gets away, it will actually go lie down and it will go into a seizure. It'll have a convulsive state. What the animal is doing is they're releasing those energies that don't serve them within them. As human beings, we don't really have this ability to just release it like that. We need to do things in order to release these energies because we hang on to a lot of things as human beings. So what we do is we'll meditate, we'll work out, we'll dance, we'll shake. So things like that really help stir up these energies and allow us to release them. So we're going to go through this 5-minute shake, and again, you'll be guided through that with an eye mask on. Once we're done shaking, we're just going to tune back into our breath. Deep inhales through our nose, just extending the exhales. And then we're going to be going into our songs, our breathwork songs. Now it's called breathwork practice. The reason it's called breathwork is because you have to put in a little bit of work. It's not a free ride. You don't just get to lie there and breathe. You actually have to do a little bit of work. And during the practice, you may experience some things that might stop you. You might have, along your journey, you might have these walls that present themselves, as in life. I encourage you to face these walls on your journey and to break them down. Get a sledgehammer and break down the wall. throw a rope over, climb over the wall, simply just walk around it. These walls are presented to you to see if you can continue on that path where I believe the true journey begins, or if you have to turn back and go on a different path. So during the breathwork practice, when these walls present themselves, push yourself, really go past them. So the 4 to 6 songs, depending on the day, depending on the time frame that we have with each class, whether it's in person or online, will be songs that you might have or might not have heard of before. Please have an open mind. Please just lose yourself into the music, lose yourself in the breath, become one with your breath, and just listen to my voice as I guide you through the process. There will be 3 different tempos of breathing during each song, and I will guide you along those, but the breath will be coming in through your belly and it will come up into your lungs. So belly first, lungs second. So the first tempo will be a 2-2 breath. So in for 2, out for 2. And it'll look something like this if you want to practice with me. Then you'll go into a 1-1. So in for 1, out for 1. It'll look like this. And then you'll be doing a breath of fire. Now the breath of fire is breathing as fast as you can, but still breathing from your belly. So if you focus specifically on the exhale, you'll be able to breathe as fast as you can, and you'll still be pushing that up through the belly. So it'll look like this. Once we're done the breath of fire, we will be going into a breath hold. Now the breath hold is us filling ourselves up with air from the bottom of our feet right to the top of our head with as much air as we can. At which point I will count you down. You will hold at the top. I will count you down, usually about 5 to 10 seconds. Once I've counted you down to 1, we will release that breath hold with a humming noise through our nose. If you have difficulties with this, just place your tongue on the roof of your mouth and that will force the air to come out through your nose with a humming noise. And that will look something like this. Fully exhale, release all that air from within inside you, and then we're gonna breathe normally, extending the exhales, and then we're gonna go into the next song. Once we're done our 4 to 6 songs, we will go into another little guided meditation. You'll still be lying down. If it's an in-person class, I will provide a blanket for you because your body temperature may change during the practice. If you're at home or we're doing this online, I encourage you to have a blanket available so that you could cover yourself if you become cold. Again, your body temperature could change during the practice. Once we're done the meditation, we will close with a little closing circle. If it's in person, we will actually create a circle and we'll go around and share. If it's online, we'll just share on the screen what might have come up for us during the practice. This is a moment for us to just open up to each other and just express anything that we may have experienced during the breathwork practice, as this may trigger other people to realize things that they experienced during their practice that might be stuck in their subconscious that they didn't realize until you just mentioned it. So it's an opportunity for us to really open up to each other. It's not a chance for us to make suggestions to people. We can save that for a later time and date. Once the closing circle is complete, I'm going to just give you guys a couple tips, and that's it. That's the end of the breathwork class. It's pretty easy. There are a couple things that may happen during the entire process, and that is colors in the room might change. You might hear different noises. You might smell different things. Emotions may arise. These are all very common, and I encourage you to just embrace them, observe them, and let them be. They're all meant for you. There's one thing that could happen that gets a little scary at times, especially if it's your first time, but it's something that I love when it happens because it just shows that I've pushed myself past my limits, but everybody's different, so don't feel like you have to experience this. It's a thing called tetany, and what tetany is an increase in your CO2 levels. and that will actually cause your hands and your body to tighten up. So you'll have these like little T-Rex hands. You'll have like lobster claws, and your fingers will get all locked up and tight. Completely normal. Nothing to worry about. If it becomes too intense for you, all you have to do is slow down your breath, come back to the family and the capsule that we've created, tap back into your intentions, and your hands will release, your body will relax, and you'll be fine. But I do encourage you to embrace that as one of your walls, and just push yourself past that moment of tetany. Guys, if you haven't already, please reach out, come experience one of these classes. Very highly reviewed. People are getting a lot of benefit from experiencing these classes. I truly believe that there's healing power within our breath that everyone should experience. So please contact me so I can get you guys into one of these classes, whether it's online or in person. And I thank you guys so much for spending the time to watch this video. Love you so much. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe below, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao.